When it comes to the forthcoming Spence vs Crawford battle, boxing veterans have made some outrageous predictions. Prepare to be shocked by the predictions and claims made by these legendary figures. In this epic showdown, who do you think will emerge victorious? Prepare for a fight that will make you rethink all you know about the boxing ring. Are you ready for the thrill and mystery that lies ahead? At the point when it was formally uncovered recently that Errol Spence would battle Terence Crawford for the undisputed welterweight title, boxing fans from one side of the planet to the other let out a deep breath of help and celebration. When it became public information that the battle would occur, hypothesis promptly started. Mike Tyson's prediction. Mike Tyson, a former heavyweight boxing champion, has given his prediction for the upcoming fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, which is being highly anticipated. Tyson is confident that Crawford will emerge victorious from their next bout. Crawford currently holds the advantage. His forecast is based on Crawford's outstanding performance against an opponent that Spence also faced. Crawford and Spence have fought the same opponent. When analyzing how both boxers performed against this opponent, Tyson notes that Crawford showed greater skills and dominated the battle more than his counterpart. As a result of this analysis, he is under the impression that Crawford possesses the capabilities necessary to emerge victorious from this high-stakes fight. The opinion of Mike Tyson, a great personality in the sport of boxing, carries a significant amount of weight. His research takes into account the previous performances of both fighters and emphasizes how important it is for Crawford to be able to handle the challenges provided by opponents they have both fought. The hype that has been building up around the fight is further fueled by Tyson's forecast, which stimulates conversations and debates among fans and industry professionals alike. Teddy Atlas prediction. Terence Crawford's fight against Errol Spence is one of the most anticipated fights of the year, and many boxing experts, including Teddy Atlas, a well-known boxing analyst and trainer, predict that Crawford will come out on top. Atlas forecasts that the fight will not only be close throughout, but that it will be stopped in Crawford's favor in the latter stages of the bout. He owes his accurate forecast to Crawford's extraordinary instincts, which he thinks are on a level above those of any other athlete in sport. Spence's stature, hitting force, and technical ability are all attributes that Atlas recognizes and acknowledges in Spence. On the other hand, he highlights the fact that Crawford's natural instincts distinguish him from his competitors. Instincts, in accordance with Atlas, are not something that can be learnt or acquired. Rather, a fighter will either have them or not. When it comes to Crawford, Atlas sings his praises, stating that the boxer possesses amazing instincts that are among the best he has seen in any other fighter. The fact that Teddy Atlas has so many years of experience and is so knowledgeable about the sport lends legitimacy to his opinion, which in turn adds to the excitement surrounding the upcoming fight. Fans and boxing fans are anxiously awaiting the fight between these two outstanding boxers, and they are curious to find out whether or not Atlas's prediction of the late stoppage victory for Terence Crawford will come true. Adrian Broner's prediction. Adrian Broner, a well-known fighter, is very excited about the fight that will take place between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, which is expected to draw a lot of attention. He anticipates a fierce and unrelenting conflict between the two combatants, which he refers to as an all-out war. Broner acknowledges the abilities and advantages possessed by each of his opponents, but he indicates that he believes Spence will emerge victorious. Broner emphasizes Spence's superior footwork, precision, and ability to land strong strikes in their conversation about the fight. He is of the opinion that Spence's inherent height advantage, in conjunction with his Olympic experience, makes him an extremely dangerous opponent in the welterweight division. Broner believes that Spence's defensive abilities are more capable than they are given credit for, which gives him the advantage in this fight. Although Broner recognizes Crawford's abilities and appreciates his instincts as a fighter, in the end, he chooses to go with his brother, Spence. Broner's prediction is that the battle will be an exhausting competition in which both combatants will attempt to push themselves to their physical and mental limits. Kenny Porter prediction. Kenny Porter, a well-respected figure in the world of boxing, is of the opinion that Errol Spence's physical characteristics and his powerful jab will be two of the most important factors in determining whether or not he is successful against Terence Crawford in their next bout. Porter highlights Spence's physical advantage, insinuating that Spence will be able to exert his control over Crawford in the ring as a result of his larger stature than Crawford. Spence's ability to effectively use the jab, which is considered a fundamental weapon in boxing, is noted as one of Spence's primary skills, and Porter anticipates that Spence will use this ability to his advantage against his opponent. Porter forecasts a long fight, which implies that the contest will last for the entire number of rounds that was scheduled. Porter is certain that Spence will be able to maintain control throughout the entirety of the bout, bout by relying on his size, technique, and strategic use of the jab to keep Crawford at bay. This confidence is reflected in the fact that Porter has made his prediction. Although Porter's evaluation provides helpful insights into Spence's possible path to victory, only the passage of time will show whether or not this analysis turns out to be right. Boxing fans are quite excited about the match that will take place between these two highly skilled boxers. Sean Porter prediction. Reputable boxer Sean Porter can't wait for the upcoming bout between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Porter predicts that the fight between these two world-class boxers will be high intensity and exciting. Porter acknowledges their prowess and highlights the ferocity that will likely be on display when they enter the ring. Porter's prediction highlights the high level of competition and the potential for a spectacular confrontation, as both Spence and Crawford are extremely competent and accomplished fighters in their own ways. He expects a non-stop action bout, with both boxers bringing their A game and sparring with everything they've got. Porter's portrayal of frantic and intense combat is indicative of the high stakes of this showdown. Fans and experts alike are anticipating the exciting showdown that will ensue between these two world-class competitors when they finally meet. It's a sign of how much people are looking forward to seeing Errol Spence and Terence Crawford go at it. Timothy Bradley prediction. Former professional boxer and pundit Timothy Bradley gives his thoughts on the forthcoming fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Bradley anticipates a Crawford victory through a technical knockout. Crawford's tremendous punching power is a major aspect in his opinion, he says. Bradley claims that Spence will feel the effects of Crawford's deadly right hand if he lands one, but Bradley knows that Spence's body shots are in real danger. He knows that Spence's body punches can be devastating and wear down his opponent's stamina throughout the course of the bout. Bradley points out that Crawford's striking power may wane later in the bout, making Spence's body blows more significant. Bradley's grasp of the strategic considerations at play in the matchup is on full display in this observation. Bradley admits that Spence's body shots are effective, but he predicts that Crawford will emerge victorious. His forecast shows his confidence in Crawford's knockout power and foreshadows the exciting dynamics of the fight spectators can look forward to. Deontay Wilder prediction. Former heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has officially picked a side in the upcoming fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Wilder, who is known for his stunning knockout power, has thrown his support behind Errol Spence. He has made it clear that this decision was not made for any personal motives. Wilder said he respected both fighters but would be rooting for his brother Spence. Since Wilder is so well respected in the boxing community, his recommendation carries a lot of weight. His rooting for a dramatic and exciting battle between Spence and Crawford that lives up to the match's enormous anticipation. Wilder recognizes the risk of a letdown that comes with anticipated bouts and stresses the significance of the fight living up to that anticipation. His support increases interest in the upcoming fight between the two of the best welterweights in the world. Wilder's faith in Spence indicates that he sees potential for success in the latter's approach, abilities, or strategy. Fans of the sweet science are crossing their fingers for an exciting and entertaining fight on July 29th. Comment below with your prediction for the fight, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more.